Today's video, I'm going to show you how I created this panel art here with the metal flake, candy, and the pinstriping, including the kaleidoscope centerpiece here. And do me a favor, if you like this kind of material, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, let me know how we're doing here, and thumbs up, thumbs down. But we're going to get right into it so you can see how this was created. Now this is the beginning of the second flake panel here. I got the silver flake on, the clear coat 600 down, and I am going to use candy teal. Just a little bit here. I'm going to pour it on here on the panel, and then we're going to use the blower. I'm going to move it around, try to get different thicknesses and textures. This is just another method of doing these flake panels, so let's see how this comes out. All right, do our first pour here. We'll get this going down. I'm gonna, we'll do the corner here, right about here. We'll move it around a little bit. And I'll pick the panel up and shake it around a little bit. We got that there. It's kind of pouring out a little bit. I'm gonna move it, see where this goes. See if this actually is a success or not. It's the first time I've ever done it, but I'm just giving it a whirl. I like how the tone is. I got it right up to the edge there, but it's not off the edge. I'm gonna kind of bring it down the corner here. It's pouring off the edge, which is fine. I get over this other edge here. And I'm going to use the air to move it around a little bit at this point. See if this works out okay. The air is actually kind of drying it out too, so we're getting some funky stuff going on here. I'm not going to get too concerned about that because we're going to go over top of it again, and the air hose make a lot of noise. We'll pour the next spot and do something a little bit right here, and I'm going to chase it in one direction towards the corner. Do a little bit. I'm going to put a lot on there. I'm going to just kind of pick this panel up and run it. I made the corner, now I'll come back. Put it there. Got a drop right there. I didn't even see that. It's okay, we'll leave it. Sometimes the mistakes make things better. Alright, I'm going to roll that around, and then I'll get the next one done for there. Give the air compressor to make a little bit of noise, but there's that. I kind of blew it out. Now I got this little section here where I had those drips. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of gently blow on that, get some texture going here. That didn't go out so well, but there you go. I just created another spot. Up here for this. get up in here. I'm going to run it towards the corner. And then I'm going to come back and blow it back towards the inside. Picking it up. Alright, I got that. So I had to change this valve on my blow gun here. It's not doing so well. Put the pressure up. See that? Look at that effect. And this is just playing around, getting out of the box. Don't do it exactly the way the instructions say all the time, and then you start to do stuff like this, and it tends to either not work out, and you learn about it, or it does work out. Now, I really like this flower print here. I mean, that is cool. The dark spot, it is what it is. I'll try to blow that out. And you can see what it's doing there, creating a harder pocket. But that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm going to come back over here and blow this one out. See if I get anything. Nope. Waited too long, but that's fine. Now I got the agenda how to do these flowers, basically, is what I'm going to call them. Now hopefully this is coming out in the camera right. I'm going to take this out in the sunlight. Let's take a gander out here. See how it looks. It's definitely glistening. It's okay to have these dark lines. I'm going to incorporate that in. I'm going to attempt to do it on all these edges where the silver is. Try to build up the dark lines to create a more uniform kind of mess. And but that effect looks great in the sun right there. So anyways, that's where we're at on that. I'm going to keep going. I'll show this here at the end. That poured out. I'm going to run it around, get it covered up, create these darker edges, bring it up there. I'm not going to try to be too perfect. Look at that, brought it down the edge there. I'm going to keep it off that flower portion, and then I'll blow it into that portion there. I gotta get my blower hooked up. I guess gotta replace the piece there. It's all wore out. It's leaking air. Making noise. Go the way I planned. A little bit more. Got the camera on forward, so bear with me. Alright, see how I created that line there. Looks good. floor. Trying to fill in that spot there. Got that covered. Go towards this edge. And it likes to, you know, I guess roll up on that edge there a little bit. I just bring it back. And then take there. If there's something on that, there's my fingerprint. Letting that stiffen up a little bit. And I got a really dark spot right there on this edge. And then I'll come over here, I'll do the same thing. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to take a little video until I'll show this when it's all finished. Now I got this under clear. You can see how this looks. And it's looking pretty good. Flake's kind of popping. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up with the lighting I have. I gotta get a way better lighting situation. I'm kind of working in a handicap here. And here's how it's looking. It looks nice and shiny. I'll grab a light. We'll put it on here, try to blow this out a little bit. So you can see, nice and flaky right there. Kind of see the, I guess, ripple effect there, rose effect or whatever. And there we go. Going to get this 600 down, and then it'll be set up to start laying out the pinstriping that I'm going to do on this panel. And well, that's it. I'm going to keep moving. Now, if you take a look, we got a grid put down. I use the grid so I can kind of really create symmetry. I'm not all that good at just eyeing it out by hand. And I also use it so I can build more complicated design patterns. And well, that's it. I used a Stabilo pencil or a Stator actually, Omnichrome. And so anyways, I'm going to get into laying down some well, some stripes. Now here's a quick look. This is what I was doing in the time lapse. Just getting all this drawn out. Now I'm going to start tracing over it with the pinstripe brush. This is my first couple colors. That's all I really need to do anymore to start building a design from. I will do kaleidoscope right in here in this big circle where I'm going to have multiple patterns that are the same. I'll probably do a three-way on here. And, well, let me get pinstriping. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just get this first stripe pulled. And I'm going to start from the extreme right because I'm a lefty. And I'll just get this going here. I'm going to get this little line right here. I got to kind of get my thing comfortable. And I'm going to pull that I'm following my trace lines there. That, and then I'll do this long one right here. It's a long pull, which I'm coming to an end. I'll start to lift up on the brush at the end here, then come back and touch up as necessary. Here's that. Load up my paint a little bit more. Just get a little wet here. And then I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna do this one. I'm doing all pulls. I like to do pulls towards me. It gives me better brush control, etc., etc. I ain't getting all cockamamie. And there's that next one. Bring it to a point right here. Load up, and I'll come back up to the top here, and I will do this pull right here from this point here. The reason I start from the extreme right is because I'm left-handed. This way I'm not dragging my hand over the fresh paint as I do these stripes. And this is the last one on this portion of the pattern right here. I'll go ahead and do the other side, and then a couple more colors, and then the first batch of stripes will be done. There it is. Okay, here it is, first color. Got that on. So far so good. Haven't really messed anything up yet. Give me a few minutes, I'm sure I will. But I'm panning that out so you can see. There it is. Next color is violet. So we'll get that on there. That's going to be the contrast color down the middle. I'll get that laying on. So I'll come up here. See if I can put that there. Get that where it's supposed to be. And just start pulling the line. Hoping my hand isn't too much in the way. I'll pick up as I'm coming to the end and bring the tip up. Now I'll come back to the other side. Same thing. And pick the tip up. There it is. First one. Let's see if we can see it. Lavender. I'm going to go ahead and do the big circle in the middle. And then I got a small circle. Small circles are a pain in the ass. I'm still not the best at them, but I'm getting better because I keep doing it. But there you go. Okay, there is the violet done in the big circle. Small circle came out pretty good. Big circle came out good. And of course, up here at the top. And we're going to go ahead and start building up the next color. I already got some lines drawn here. Go up and then down there. I got to fill in, do some more stuff over here on the sides. Let me pan that back out right here on the sides. And I got to, you know, basically this is going to be a kaleidoscope in the middle. And keep on building this out. So far so good. All right, next color is Aqua. There it is. Gonna get this laid down. Obviously gonna start again at the right because I'm a lefty. And the lighting is absolutely terrible today. One of the things I gotta work on around here is getting this lighting good so I can actually see what I'm doing. There's the first line. And there it is. I'm gonna keep building out. Let's see. And I'll go ahead and pull this next line. Let's have the shakes today. And then I'll come over here, pull this last line. I'll keep building this out. I'm not going to film every line that I put down. And there it is. All right, building that out. Do the other side, I got on the top and bottom, and I'm getting all the perimeter all the way around done first, and then I'm going to come in and then do the right in here, here, and here, there, to close it out and get this done. This is typically fatter. My own personal style, I tend to do these more long and narrow things. So I'm kind of getting out of my box here a little bit, but that's fine. And I'm going to keep on going. I'll show it when it's all the aqua's down. Okay, got the blue down. See how it's starting to develop out. And I got the lines down for the next color, which is magenta. Kind of do an overview here. There we go. And there's the magenta house color, obviously, of course. I'm going to get these first lines down. I think I'll start right here. Get this down. Hopefully I don't make a mess. Sometimes I feel if I go too long, I'm prone to have an error. And there is first line there. Go ahead and do this top one. See, what I'm starting to do is stretch out the design and build it out. Bring that right into this. All right, and I'll do this long line here, and I'll just go ahead and do this one here. Typically I go all the way far to the right, but for the video's sake, I'm trying to just get some lines down here on this magenta so you can see how it's coming out before I turn the video off and finish this up. Oops, I'm filming nothing. You see what I did? Just drove through. I wasn't paying attention, so I got to clean that mess up. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then get that cleaned up, and then obviously I'm gonna stop videoing because I'm doing this by myself and I'm not very good. I'm not a multitasker in any way, shape, or form. Got the mess cleaned up, and I basically just wiped it with a paper towel and some striping reducer, and there it is. That line, and then I'm going to go ahead and build this out. So I'm just kind of stop videoing. It's kind of funny that I make a point to mention that it started the extreme, right, and then when I go to shortcut, I bite myself in the ass. So lesson learned again, and there we go. I'm not perfect. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is the blue. And again, I'm going to start here wide and get this done. Get this lined up here. I'm not crossing over the, I guess, triangle there. We'll just keep these abrupt accents. There you go. Come down here, same thing in the bottom. Keep following along this line here. And then right here. And again, I'll show this when it gets all done, and it's starting to come out real good. Okay, here we are. We got the grid started here. There's the line, there's the other line. Now I gotta come around the perimeter here. I got it marked every inch, and then I'm gonna bullseye each one to the center, and that's gonna give me my grid so that I can do my kaleidoscope. This way all my patterns are equal on all three blocks. And there it is. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the marks on here and get the patterns down, and then pinstripe, and that's when I'll pick up the video again. Okay, here we go. You can see I kind of already drew this pattern in. I'm starting on these other ones. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there it is. And that one there. Light may be flooding out just a little bit. I'm trying to get my lighting right so you can see it's good. And so anyways, I'll come back and I'm going to do the first color. I'm doing neon green. And I'm going to finish doing this pattern. And I'll pick up the video again after that. But you can kind of see how the spokes are in each section here. And that's how I am able to replicate all the patterns consistently in size. So let me get into it, get this green down, and then we will move on to the next color. There it is. First color of neon green. See how it transpired basically. And I'm going to go ahead and get the next one, which is neon pink on. And there it is. It's kind of overview. All right. Here is first couple things of neon pink. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do this here real quick. Get in it. My thumb's probably in the way. Move this camera. And there we go. Start pulling my stripe. I'm not going to make the mistake I did earlier of trying to cheat. I'm just going to go the farthest to the right and then work my way across. And with this, I got to rotate the panel because of where, you know, the circular patterns here, they'll get in the way. You know, there's inevitable that I'm going to have to end up dragging across something. So I rotate the panel, save myself the aggravation. And here we go, the next stripe. Yep. Do this one. I might go back over that, thicken that up. Just a little pinch too thin. Tie these in together. This last section here. I'm not even filming in the right spot. There it is. I got 2 more colors to do of neon, and then I'm calling it today. This will be done, but I'll show you the next round of colors in the center. There it is. The neon pink is on. Moving on. I'm debating between chartreuse neon and orange neon. I'm going to look at both and then I'll get them down. Okay, I pulled the tape and now I got just right in here to do. Right, these lines here. And I'm doing it with the fluorescent orange. So I'll just go ahead and grab a couple pulls on it real quick. Let's see, I start. It's getting difficult for me to find a good spot to pull because it's really tight. So I just may go ahead and let's just start here. This orange is a little stiff. This is old House of Color stuff I'm using right there. And it's not the easiest. Paletting it out. Let's get it smooth. Got the brush loaded up. Right up here. There we go. A lot better. There. I'm filming in the right spot. Filming my knuckles. Then I'll do the opposing stripe as I go over towards the left. quick. Gotta bring some more color into there, so load the brush up, back up. There we go, there's the first one. We gotta do the other two, and then I will be doing the dots. All right, here it is. Orange done. I'm going to take the pencil and I'm going to mark all my dots that I'm going to put on here. And that'll be pretty much closing it up after I do my little signature. But all in all, it's looking pretty good. Pretty happy with it. I can go a little bit more, but I think I want to leave a lot of voids and spaces in it. But there it is. Go. I'm going to dot that up. Got some paint here. And we'll just dab it on just the end of the brush. It wasn't big enough. Come up here. Look back up. One nice, good, big, substantial dot. Yep. And we got right here, right here, and right there. So I'll just go ahead and get a bunch of dots on. I'm going to do two other colors and just kind of hammer this out with some dots where it needs to be to fill up some voids. But we're getting this closed up. And here we are, all finished. Start from the top, got the dots up there. Going down, the kaleidoscope in the center, got magenta dots right there. All the way down here, got more, filled it in, and of course the signature. And there we go. I'll get the grid cleaned off and then shoot clear. I'll show it when it's all finished up and polished up and everything. And the flake and all that stuff behind it's just glistening. Can't wait to see it finished.